Hi Stampers, it's Shannon here with Shannon Sizzlen Stampers for another episode of my Farmers Market fun projects for you to create, to give, or sell. Just a reminder, I'm also offering a special 25 random handmade cards for $25. So you can see the link, I'll post it in the video information as well. There's a QR code as well as a link that you can just click and directly it will take you to that. Makes it very easy for you to order in the mail or at your doorstep. You will get 25 random hand stamped created cards for you. All right, so today's fun project, I hope you really like it. It's a goodie. It's been around. You may have seen it. I love it because it can change the look with no matter what paper you add or a different type of bag. It always can look different, unique, and updated. So today I'm going to be creating with the Happy Forest Designer Series paper. And I'm also going to be creating with some of the items from the Memory and More kit. I can't remember which one this is. I'll have to put that information in there, but this is kind of the Adventure Travel Remember Annual Calendar one. It's got all kinds of fun things in there. So we're gonna be creating with this. So I wanted to show you just a little bit about what these papers look like. They're so adorable. So this is the Happy Forest, and you get all different. Look how cute these little characters are, and I love the mushroom paper. You've got the grays, it's got the crumb cakes, you've got wood, trees, these great leaves, and yellow prints. This one I don't have a second one of anymore, so it looks like that. But it's a great paper series. And what else this paper pack is great for is for anyone of any age. Male, female, young, old, baby even. It's so cute. And then you're going to see me tie in a few pieces from here that we're going to play with. So what we're going to do today, we're going to be using, these are actually online, and these are not in the catalog, but they are still available, and they are called the Santa Treat Bags. And there are 4 different patterns that you get in them. They are $7. They're very inexpensive, and I can't remember how many you get in a package. But this is just one of the packages, but I thought it went remarkably well with this piece of paper from the Happy Forest. So we're going to use that a little bit. So these are a super great way, and they are not all the patterns are winter, or even if you think this looks Christmassy, so you can see that a little bit better maybe on there. This has like palm fronds and foliage and berries and dots, but I'm going to show you one later that's from that same pack, but it's big like circles of random, very modern looking. There's a window pane piece, and then there is one that does look like Christmas trees across it. But you get some of each pattern in each package that you buy. $7 for a package. It's super great deal. So you're going to start with a piece of cardstock. This one is Pear Pizzazz, and you're going to score it. Now I pre-scored, so I want to just show you. It's at 1.5, 3.5, and 9.5. So they're pretty easy to remember. 1.5, 3.5, 9.5. And then you're just going to, really burnish those folds with your bone folder or back and forth, however you need. Now for this one, I'm going to be using some of these little Designer Series papers, and we're just going to be putting them on. So they're just scraps. These are actually just scraps that were pretty close to the size. So they're not a perfect framing size, but that's why I love these types of projects, especially when you're making up oodles and gobs to sell. You want to use up all your little scraps. So I'm just going to put those on there because this is the look you want. These two end panels are going to fold in, and that's where you're going to put that Designer Series paper. So again, these are not any particular I can measure those for you, but these were literally scrap pieces that I had. They are 3 and almost a half. This one is by 1 1/4 inches. This one is 1 inch by that same almost 3 1/2. So it was one piece and I cut it. All right, now we are going to be using, this is one of the Memory and More cards from this package. We're going to be using that. In conjunction, we have some little bits and bobbles. So I've punched out our cute little bear friend from one of the designer papers using our nesting label punch. And I have punched one of the foxes using our oval, and I've punched the scallop oval out of Old Olive. So we're going to go ahead and stick him on his Old Olive backing, like that. We're going to trim our card down, and you can use a trimmer. This has a row of dots, so I'm just eyeballing it with my scissors. You can trim it. I just want to get a little bit more of that green, that emerald green off of that. I don't think it will matter, but I just wanted to remove it. And we're going to take this little piece of crushed curry. This is just a narrow little scrap I had, and I pin it, cut it. It fits right here. I'm going to leave that right along and glue that going up the side. So we have that sort of effect so far. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to put our little bear on, and we are going to go ahead and put him on using some dimensionals. And he's going to layer onto this little card right there. It says Adventure Seeker. I thought it was so cute, Adventure Seeker. It's got a little place for date for your document, so that could be fun. Now, we have some super fun stickers that come in this kit. And in this kit, you just get one page of each, which makes it really hard for me. But you can see all of these fun pieces. So we are going to, oops, where's my one? I'm going to take the orange color if I can get my fingers to quit sticking. I'm going to take him, and we're going to stick him up on top of our little fox. And watch what happens. I love this. So when you stick this up there, it has this little hole that just pops right out. And that is going to enable us to put a little piece of ribbon in it. And I thought I would do, if I can find the end, this Old Olive. This is part of the Old Olive Sahara Sand combination. This is the ribbon pack. So the Sahara Sand is wide and the Old Olive is a little bit more narrow. They come together and they come in the Happy Forest series. So I thought I would just run a little bit. You have to pinch this. There's pin right. Or you might want to use twine instead. We may change your mind. In fact, I think I will. I've got my, it's the Sahara Sand, I believe, twine. Which just literally went rolling everywhere. Oh, this is the gray. Gray slate. Oh, you guys, here we go again. Run that through in a loop-de-loo. If my fingers will work today and cooperate. There we go. And for this one, I'm not going to do, you guys probably thought I was going to do the lark's knot because I do that a lot, but for this one, I'm actually going to just take this. Come on, fingers. And for the moment, I'm just going to tie it in a knot around there. I know I took it off screen, but okay. Like that. So we've got this big 20 knot, and then where that loop is, we'll just trim that. So we'll have all the extra jazz. All right, so I'm gonna set him aside. I'm gonna set all of this aside for a moment, and we're gonna put it into our bag. So this is the secret. You're gonna slide it in. Here's my bag. Open it up. And if you fold that top up, it will make it easy. So, got my top folded, and I'm going to bring that other 3.5 scoring. I want that to come down into the base. Oh goodness. There we go. Okay, so once it gets down there. Now, these bags, and my other ones when I've done them, I haven't had too much problem, but what you may want to do first, I'm going to show you a second one that I did with a different style, and I didn't have this issue with the bottom of the bag gusseting. You may want to just grab some Scotch tape. So we're going to do that route with this one, it looks like. These bottom bags, when they seam together, sometimes they seal the seams nice and perfectly flat, which must have been my luck with the cherry one I did. And sometimes not so lucky, because you want it to hold flat like that. So I'm just going to go ahead and take my Scotch tape. And I'm just going to run it right along. If you want to use the seal or our tear tape, that would probably work as well. I just the Scotch tape I have at my desk. All right, much better. So my idea in this was thinking about s'mores, right? So now the next thing, I'm going to do a little bit different variation, and but I want to show you how you would fill it up, and then you can put that down. Goodness, and then it'll fold. But what I thought I would do for a different on this one is to trim my bag down smaller. I'm going to grab my paper trimmer out. So this paper, when we have it all folded up like this, I'm going to trim this bag down that much. So it's about, I'll tell you, it's about 2.5 inches that we're going to take off of there. You don't have to do this. I'm going to show you another one done a slightly different way. But there's just a different method for closing this one up that I was playing around with in my head. So I'm going to go ahead and put this back in. So now my goodies would go right down in here. For this, I was thinking of s'mores. When I'm filming this, I hadn't yet got to the store to get my s'mores items. So I would put all my s'mores in there, and then I have this cute little dill right here that I can shut it up with. We've got color and stuff in there, but you get to see the bag, and this gets to be on the outside. Why is that important, you say? Well, it's not necessarily important, but it's just, I just wanted to show it a different way. So next, what we're going to do it this way, I can now take my card and I want to run a piece of seal. Oops. Actually, let's run it along the back side of here. So ideally you would make these pieces all up and then you would put them into play with your items for sew. So this is going to have like an extra little hang tag off of it. Okay, and now we're going to put our little fox right up there. He's so cute when he can go on the outside and be seen. So we have that. And now we have this right here where someone could write something and it already says Adventure Seeker. But see how these have these little words and they're super fun. Now you could also do something like a date. You could also do one of these things like the month or the day of the week or whatever. But what I thought I would do would be why is that not coming off? It did not want to come apart, so then they come off together. So you could just stick that little sticker right there as well in there just to give you a little more fun stuff. And then you fill it with s'mores and then it's all cute. Now if you want across the back, because you do have a loose open showing, but what is wonderful about using these bits and pieces for this is you can take this piece right here and literally, I'm going to turn my scalp the other way, run it right along the edge of your bag and stick it to your cardstock. So now you have a nice finished edge everywhere someone would look at that. And it's filled with s'mores or whatever goodie you want to put in there for your Adventure Seeker. Now here is one that's done with the same bag. Now this again is, like I said, this is using those same bags. They're called the Santa Treat bags. And I'll lay that down actually. This one, I've kept the whole thing red. There's no extra paper inside. It's just real red. And I kept it all inside the bag. So see the difference? It's all inside the bag. So it looks totally inclusive. And you don't have to worry about things falling out. For this with s'mores, that's why I wanted to try this, because I knew that the s'more items, a candy bar, a package of graham crackers, and a bag of marshmallows is not going to fall out of this. Now this one has the cherry sour balls in it. Those might fall out if I left it open. So what I did for this one was made this cute tag with one of our dies, the scallop frame dies. It's folded in half. This is some of our Hostess paper, and it's backed with a white one, just back to back, and stamped with birthday wishes from the cherry. This is using the sweet cherry set. And it has a matching punch. So then I just punched a cherry out and glued it on there. It's dimensional, and then we use the party parakeet and the real red twine to go through there. And instead of stapling or closing anything, poking a hole anywhere on here, I like to make it easy for people to get in these, so I just paper clipped it. So I have my little loop on there, and I just put a white paper clip on that can come through. The ribbon can attach through there. So however you want to get your ribbon, I think it's better on the big side. Like that. So that is the sweet cherry bag. So two totally different looks, totally different fun looks. That's what I said. This cello bag where you fill it with, you use the paper inserts. It's an oldie but a goodie. It's been around for a while, but it constantly changes and looks different every time you use a different type of bag or a different paper, or even you use a designer series paper as your paper in it. Whatever you coordinate it with, it'll look totally different and totally fun. So whether you want an adventure seeker pack of s'mores or you want some birthday sour cherries, it's all good and they all look fun. Again, these are the Santa treat bags, super fun and easy. Enjoy this video and get out there and create something this week. Bye-bye.